Yeah.
Yeah. Hi all. This is Neil here. So welcome to AZ104 demonstration. So let me share my screen and I can tell me that you're able to see my screen. Okay. Hope you can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. We are able to see.
Right. Right. Okay. Let's have a quick introduction about yourself, guys. I'll take a few minutes about to understanding your name and your total years of experience and yeah, in cloud or you can say in Azure. What is your expectation? So just start your quick introduction.
Satish and Anup is from Cloud Pro Green. Okay, sir. And they'll introduce themselves. Satish, you can introduce. Neil is
Yeah,
our
hi.
trainer. Good, okay.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
Satish is side.
Mhm.
Currently, I'm working as a system engineer from Mission Informatic Technology.
Okay.
So totally, I have 1.5 years of experience here. So currently, I'm planned for taking an AZ
Sati-
examination.
Satish, sorry, your voice is very low. I'm unable to hear you properly.
Am I audible now?
Yes, looks good now. Yeah. Can you please
Yeah,
repeat?
yeah. I'm from Tumkur.
Okay.
Currently working in Mission Informatic Technology
Mhm.
from past 1.5 years.
Okay.
So I am planned to take up AZ104 exam. So that's why I think the prerequisites which will be needed for taking an examination, hope I will get from this demo
Yeah.
as well as if I join the course miss, then I will get. So that
Good.
is the main reason I am keen to join.
Good. Good. Okay. Total 1.5 years of experience, right?
Yeah, 1.5 years of experience, but it is not relevant to cloud. It's like
No,
a
no.
system engineer.
Yeah, it's a overall your total years of experience. And in the
Yeah,
cloud, you have any experience or you just in a basic skill
yeah, in
or
basics.
okay. And you want to be a part of or you want to plan for AZ104, right?
Yes, correct.
AZ104 certification part, right?
Yes,
Okay, good. All right. Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you,
thank you.
Satish. Second one is, so is it another guy? Uh,
Yes, sir. Myself, Parmesh.
yeah, Parmesh, go ahead.
So I have worked as a system administrator from past 3 years.
Okay.
I was into the Linux, Red Hat, Ubuntu administration and Windows Server 2016
Very good.
administration
Very good.
and CCNA.
Okay.
If you come to working side, Cisco related products, configuration of routing and switching, those things.
Very good.
I have when I exposed to this cloud administration as well. I am having around 2 months of experience in Azure as well.
Okay. 2 months of experience. Very good.
Yeah.
And yeah, so good. So what is your expectation, Parmesh?
My expectation is I need to do this global certification.
Okay.
AZ104.
Certification as well as, okay. Certification as well as that industry related.
Yeah. I
Industry,
need a job also based on this to get into this cloud administration.
industrial related experience, right? Industrial related experience skill.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks, Parmesh.
Okay.
And who's the next? Anup. Anup, you there? Okay. So I think he has some problem maybe. So myself, Neil, guys. So myself, Neil. Uh, just to know for my introduction. So having 11 plus years of experience in IT, and already I'm working in one of the MNC company as a IT infra architecture, supporting Active Directory, PowerShell, and cloud infra, which is Azure part. Working in the Azure platform. but having a skill set on also on that SCCM, VMware, okay, VMware and Landesk and other tool I have worked, and also I worked in okay, not a problem. Anup, I think you need to check with your audio. So I hope you can hear me, but we couldn't hear you. Okay, not a problem. So Landesk, and I worked in IBM, worked in Wipro Technologies. Okay, and Microland. So all are in MNC company, hope already know. So this is just a quick introduction about me here, right? Coming to the actual topic today. So we are discussing today, which is AZ 104. This AZ 104 is a specific Microsoft code as a associate cloud administrator, Microsoft certification course name. Okay, certification course name. So before we talk about, right, in the Azure, the trend, the market is keep asking the people, you have to learn cloud technologies and you have to upskill yourself. So people are learning, right? I know that is many people till know that I have trained a 2000 plus student over the last 6 to 7 years. Okay, 2000 plus students I have trained, which is during weekend. I'm not doing the full time of that. Is full time I'll be already working, and Saturday Sunday I have a passion to teach the student. Okay, 2000 plus students I have trained. But in this I have experienced many people are they are learning because of somebody's telling and someone is telling, "Arey, we need to learn something." They're spending money, spending time, all is going good, but ultimately the end result, what they are, they should not, after completion of this course, you should not be the same position where you're working, but you have to change your profile and you have to put some effort and sit in front of system and do the lab, and your profile has to be changed as a cloud administrator, and the call has to come to you, and you should be forced to tell them, I am looking for the Azure administrator. Then these are the skills I have, which is that I got a completed my training as well as I'm certified. So I'm looking for the specific this role only. So you have to stick on that. Then within the 3 to 4 month, you should get a job on cloud administrator. This is a target first. What I'm trying to explaining here, many students are missing for the right direction. They will be completing the training, but just it is not a like traditional institute kind of, the Silaja, their team and my team to help the people, help the student. They should go to the right direction. This is my intention as well, but I know the pain for the requirement from the opposite side, what you guys are looking. It is not like our side, right? It's not our side. It's a traditional institute. Let's say you join the, you fees, pay the fees, and you have just within 30 to 40 hours course you completed, that's all. It's not like that. So our intention is to, you should get a job. And one thing, whoever completed training by me especially, and everyone are in job, because this is how we will be training. They will be getting confident. The first part is, you need to, terms of in terms of technically, okay, you should feel, as you are having a skills, having a experience on Azure. That is, you are going to feel that. Then only you can able to visualize to explain during the interview, right? So you have to put effort. The most important, student has to put their effort means what? At least every day 1 hour they has to do the lab. They has to do the lab. This is prerequisite. Okay, do the, then only your whatever you have targeted, whatever you have planned now to take a training, right, it will be fulfilled. It is just simply somebody tell you and you are want to completing the training, which is different technology as Satish is also 1.5 years of experience. Paramesh is also 5 years of experience. I don't know, Anup, how much your experience, but overall, you guys are all technically already knows things, right? To move next level and upskills yourself, what companies are demanding, you are on the way. But parallelly, you have to put effort and make your profile, right? This is your target. Prepare your profile as per cloud administrator. This we will help you. What are the things we need to be update? Cloud administrator. You can say Azure cloud administrator, right? These are the first and most important you need to keep in mind, right? You decide, you set your brain, I have to do all these things. Then coming to this point, what are we helping you, right? What are we helping you and what are the benefit you are getting? So you will be getting each topic complete practical oriented. You will be getting for interview preparation, right? And soft copy of study material. Okay. And you will get each session recorded. Later you can say something you missed the class or you want to prepare yourself, and you will be getting all these things, right? So these are the fundamental, these are the prerequisites to our commitment to help student. You know that I have seen that is in many institutes or many people are just making a business, taking a money and just only put the presentation they will write. Because you know, when you are already professional guys, you have a lot of information available. Yes or no? Lot of information available in YouTube, right? In YouTube, or you can also buy some Udemy courses, all these things, right? Why people needs to get a proper training, right? So this will help you to understanding only for known things. That's all. Know the things, but you will not get a complete skill or feeling as a experience level part. But you have to learn from the industry related who working, and you should interact with him, how the things is going on after completion of the training, what kind of job role will be there and how do I perform and what are the interview can ask. The preparation has to be there to learn from our end only. In Bangalore, I'm talking about confidently and proudly says we are the one of the best trainer, right? These are the information about before I wanted to talk about. Let's say talk about what is our today's session is AZ 104 we are talking about. So this AZ 104 is a certification part for what is it called as a associate administrator certification name, right? Is one of the cloud course from the Microsoft. So basically we are discussing is a cloud, right? This is a cloud course. What is that? The vendor or the owner of this Microsoft, right? Microsoft. Now tell me what is cloud, and you are going to understanding each topic very basic. Okay, you have to understand the concept thoroughly, then only you can answer properly during interview. So we are going to, and I am going to teach you complete each topic thoroughly with related of that scenario base, or you can say use cases. You should understand if somebody asks question, you should be confidently answer that question. So you tell me that what is cloud and why we need to move cloud. Okay, and what are the benefit of cloud? What are the benefit of cloud? Can anyone can answer me? So these are the basic fundamental, right? So rather we will talk about it is nothing robotic here. If I explain to very layman language and very basic level, to giving example, you feel, hey, this is how easy it is, right? And many people has confusion for that part, networking part, right? And storage part, all these things. So can anyone tell me what is cloud? Anybody? Don't hesitate to answer. You can go ahead yourself and just it's make it interactive session.
The cloud is nothing but instead of owning the infrastructures in our one company, we can subscribe and make it use. That is the one. It's the technology.
It is a
Actually,
it is a technology. Okay.
technology that can be used to own the infrastructure
That
of
can be
premises.
used to own the technology, you are saying.
Yeah, own the resources or the infrastructure of premises.
Okay, I can say infrastructure off premises.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Anybody has any answer?
Can
Go ahead,
yes,
sir.
from mine,
Yeah.
the cloud is nothing but like the whatever the resources available in virtually
Mhm.
that we can make the usage of resources available in cloud. Using those, we can run the business. Like by the benefits are like less cost, and the space required to set up the environment in off premises will be on premises will be more, so we can reduce the space as well, and we can utilize the resources very means like essentially we can utilize the resources from the cloud, so with less cost.
Okay, I can say cloud is nothing but available in the cloud using those resources.
The resources available in cloud, we can use those resources and for the business purpose.
Okay, those are resources. Okay, resources for the business purpose. Very good.
So I want to tell like
Go ahead.
it's like a
Anup,
vast of
hold on,
yes,
Anup. Just tell me your your experience.
yes, totally. I have 6+ years of experience in
Okay.
basic engineering, and just technical support. I have 2 years experience.
Okay. What about in cloud?
And
Azure and
cloud
expect
zero.
zero. You don't have any. I can say basic skills.
Yes, basic.
Okay. And expectation.
So I want to take certification on cloud.
Okay. So and also industry related experience, right?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Thanks, Anup, for your introduction. And go ahead for your definition. What is cloud?
I'm not using technical as I understand what is like. It's a vast of free space.
Mm.
For example, we are using for data storing, all the things servers are using, but it's should be storage should be limited, right? So if you
So
are
I can say for simple manner. So you don't need any space. You don't need any space, and so everything will be provided by vendor, and you can say reduce the cost, all these things, right?
yes.
Then
Yes.
for this purpose, we are going to use the cloud. Okay, good. So see, you know already that is in what is cloud and why we need to the fundamental, you know already the simple. And when you go to the Google, you have that is in many article will be there, or many definitions will be there. Cloud, what is cloud? The simple definition I would say, it is a service. It is a service. Okay, over the internet, accessing needed service or resource and work for your business. Does that make sense? It is service. It's one of the services providing. And over the internet, you are accessing needed service. But you must need the internet. Without internet, you will not say this is a cloud. Accessing needed service. We'll talk about what kind of service resources being provided to these people and work for your business. Simple definition to understanding. Is that clear? We will talk
Yes.
about again for these are all things and why we need to move cloud. Customer, I am a customer. I have around 300, 400 servers are there in my infrastructure, and you are the cloud administrator. You need to convey me Sir, these are all technology moving forward now. Why are you still in on premises? Can you move into the cloud? So now I'll ask you why we need to move cloud. What is the benefit of if I move to the cloud? How it will helping me to that is in the cloud? Or and I can ask you, is that this cloud is a new technology? Is that cloud techno? This is a new. Is that cloud is new technology? Is that cloud is new technology? Is that older technology? What it is that? Let's talk about this first. Then we'll talk about these two. Is that the cloud is new technology?
Yes.
Is the yes answer. Okay. Anybody has any answer?
No, cloud is not a new technology. It was already, it is there from 2006, I think.
So it's not a new technology, right? Not a new technology. How are you saying it's not a new technology? Can you give example?
It is there from the long time. No? From 2006 only we are using it. Is already over.
It's been using from last 2006. So it's
Yeah.
been using 2006, not from the before that.
I have no idea before that, but
Okay.
I know
Okay.
when this
I'll give
Amazon,
example.
those guys. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you guys are, since when you started for using Gmail? I have started using from 2000, say 5. When did you started using for Hotmail? Okay. 1 second. Getting me point? When you have when you are using started Hotmail, when you started using Rediffmail, when you have started using, there was called as Orkut. Heard about Orkut?
Yes.
Okay. Nowadays this market is down, but we have used this Orkut. These are all you already use, right? Gmail is, I feel, when you have started after your degree, I think everyone has an email account, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Everyone
Yes.
has an email account. How this exactly the Gmail works? Gmail is whose product actually? Gmail is whose product? Google.
Google.
Hotmail is whose product actually? Microsoft, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
And the Amazon is came recently. Don't worry about this Amazon. Okay. But we have already very long back we were using for the cloud, guys. And this structure, this infrastructure we called as a software, as a platform. What is that? We are just giving that is an email account. What is that? They are filling the form. There is a, how do you create a your Gmail account? Right? You will go to the internet. You'll go to the internet. Yes or no?
Yes.
And you will open that is in Gmail account by filling the form, right? Fill the form. You are giving your first name, last name, and all these things, and it generate one email ID @gmail.com, right? Gmail.com. Then you will have that is in complete a separate Gmail account. When you logged in, and your name will be there, and you have all the emails. Who is managing backend here? Are you storing these emails locally?
No.
No. Are you managing all the emails? No. Who's managing everything? You just open the portal, logged in that portal, and see this is all the emails. You never know who's doing what in a backend. Where is going to store all these things? Yes or no? This is been already there longer period, but we were not into the infrastructure side. We were not into the infrastructure side. Now from recently, you can say, or 6 to 7 year back, or you can say 8 year back, whoever already using into the market, those people are ready to provide a infrastructure support. Then I'll come back to this point. What is infrastructure, how it is. So I wanted to explain you, it has been already there in the market. We are using very longer period. This is example of the Gmail, all the account, and then we call as a, it is a software as a platform, right? SaaS we called as a. Now when it is came to the picture infrastructure as a service, when it is called as a software as a software as a service, right? And infrastructure as a service, IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, like that, right? So now, so this service is nothing new or something you want to learn it, but only we need to understand that how I'm going to manage my infrastructure over the cloud. So everything you should know that on premises who are supporting, on premises you are supporting, who are the system administrator, who are system administrator already. I am also part of the system administrator, you are the system administrator. So what are things we need to know? We need to know servers, right? We need to know networking. We need to know storage. Yes or no? We need to know database. We need to know virtualization. So this individually we are managing in our on premises, right? We are the system administrator. On premises, we are managing our infrastructure. On premises, we are managing individual server administrator, network administrator, storage administrator, database administrator, virtualization machine administrator, right? If you talk about anything like a backup administrator, so these are all the traditional administrators are there, right? Now you are all people are supporting, we all people supporting for one of the bigger customer here, right? Which is a 200 server, 300 server infrastructure, which is company has taken the contract to support the service for this company, this customer, and company will be hired the resource who has a backup skill set. They'll hire the backup resource who has a skills on VM. They will hire for that is in VM administrator, and who has a knowledge on server, they'll hire the server administrator. Uh, uh, who has knowledge on networking. Is that recording, right? Got it. So who has knowledge on networking knowledge, they will hire the network. There is individually resource are hiring for to support a infrastructure here, to support this customer. Now that is when people are there here, who are there, Microsoft people, Google people, right? And Amazon people, which is a more contributed in market across worldwide. These people we are telling here, hey, now, so you guys are supporting for these are all day-to-day operations to supporting and spending a lot of money to manage your service. See, you tell me that is in whatever service you needed, we will provide you with a very less cost, and a good service. And why can't you test it? Why can't you know these things, right? Because they have that huge data center, huge infrastructure. So you tell me how many servers you needed, we will help you to build it, and you just pay how much you are going to use. So these people are started for a supporting infrastructure as a service. So now one by one people are considering about, hey, if we move to the cloud, where is the security? Okay, how that our data will be flow over the internet, and we will not be rely on these people. It started initially. There are a lot of challenge happened. There are a lot of lesson learned happened. Everything is when these people are into the market, they are making their business to grow. They are implemented many things for all the aspects, whatever challenge been raised, these people. That is what these people are already fulfilled customer end concerned and all the challenges, all the security related, they have overtook it and they have fulfilled the requirement. They are into the environment. That is what all the customers are moving to the cloud technology with a lot of benefit they are getting. So what are those benefits they are getting? And some people says, hey, I have that. Take a best example. Now there is a simple example. Now you are the user. Okay, there is a service providing. Okay, there is a service providing which is a public. Okay, there is a service providing public, there is a service provided private, right? I'm talking about example. Now you are the user, you want to transport, you want to travel one location to other location, one to other locations. So there's a public service is there. What is the public service? Either you can use a bus, either you can use a book what do you call as a Ola, or you can book a Uber. These people are providing the service, right, for public, everyone. Yes or no? And you can just book a Ola, one of that cab, and you can travel. And how much kilometer or how much where the source to destination you travel, the amount whatever charge you're paying the money, and that's all. How much you have utilized your journey and how much time you have spent it, and you're paying the money to driver. That's all, right? You get down from the car, then that's all. I have used this much time and this much kilometer, and this is around 200 or 300. That's all. You never paid for what? Petrol or diesel. You never paid for the car. No, you never paid for any of the expense of that service. You paid only for what? You traveled for one location to other location. That's all, right? Yes or no? So the same concept has been implemented in cloud. So if you talk about the private what? Your own car, you have buy your own car, right? You buy your own car. Now you have invested around a minimum more than 6 lakh for new car. You already invested, and you have put the parking, right? And also there is a maintenance for the every month, whatever and whoever it will be, that maintenance will be there, right? But here either you can use or not to use, doesn't matter, but you have already paying the money. You already paid and you are paying the money monthly. Yes or no?
Yes.
This is for your private, this is your own, but is nobody can ask you, hey, can you give me the one? But this is for your own family. Who can use this car? Only family or your friends. That's all. Are you giving to the anybody? No.
No.
So because this is you owned it, and you are paying already, you paid already some amount, and whenever you needed using that is the cost is comparatively high, and you only paying for the petrol, you only paying for the diesel, you only paying for the parking cost, everything you are paying for maintenance. Are you paying for here in public service? No, right? So then there is one more concept called as a hybrid. Hybrid means what? Now it's a combination of a public and a private. So sometime what is going to happen here? What I will do, my car is I'm using due to this COVID-19, right? It's impacted my whole life. So what I will do, I can use my own purpose sometime, and also I will attach to the some other company and let them use for some hours for the public use. Okay, there are people are there, they have owned the car, and they will not go into office anybody, and it is not much utilization their own car. What they will do, they will attach to the Uber and Ola or any private company. Hey, I'm just parking here and I'm attaching here, so you tell me whenever you need it and you can use my car, and you pay me that money. So it is a public. For some time you are attaching that service for the public, and sometime you are going to use for your private, your own. So it means the trying to explaining you, your infrastructure is in your entire IT infrastructure is in, you can create, this is your own managing IT infrastructure. You have to build your own server, You have to build your own server, you have to configure, you have to install the database. Somebody asks you, hey, I need one web server with a database. Now in this scenario, private, the person is going to installing VM, and top of that VM you're going to install for that is an operating system, and top of that is installing for that is in a database SQL, and top of that is in that installing web application. So all services who is doing, who is going to do? The individual persons is doing, yes or no? The one database person and one developer person and one system administrator person, right? Three people are using in this infrastructure and your own network here, right? And something has happened, who is responsible? You only responsible, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now here you needed what you needed? Operating system you needed, networking you needed, storage you needed, right? And the database you needed, and resource you needed, more important. So all together you are paying the money for everything. But ultimately think about this hardware also you have purchased, right? Yes
Yes.
or no? Even though it's a virtual or it's even though physical machine, the hardware also you purchased. But this hardware you purchased down the line 2 year back you have purchased, which is very older configuration. Now after configuration done, and after the 2 year, your transaction has been increased, and employee are accessing or user accessing count is more, but now you are deciding I need to upgrading my hardware, and now again you have to spend some money. Yes or no?
Yes.
Or no, you don't want to this server. Now I'm bringing one more new server. So what happened is that is the service is a collapse, everything, damage everything, decommission everything, and whatever you spend money is gone, everything, right? So
Yes.
each and every service you are spending money here for in your private, which is we are using called as a on-premises environment. We call as a on-premises environment. But now cloud people are telling, why are you charging? Why are you paying this much money? You don't worry about all hardware. You don't worry about all the softwares. You tell me what you need it. I am available for you to provide the services public. Now in this public, these people are there by default, everyone for the service who are the Azure user, which is Microsoft product. He will tell you, do one thing, take what you needed service. Now here, you tell me that you don't need to have a specific resources for supporting storage, web application, database, Windows Server administrator. You don't need, take one person, right? And you tell me what you needed. Operating system you needed is available. Database you need available, right? Applications you needed available, but you don't bother about what hardware we are using. You don't bother about what networking we are using. You don't bother about what storage we are using. Forget about everything. It's already available, and you don't need to pay here anything. You say just use it how much ever you want and pay me, and see that how lot of things can be improved and how much money you have saved. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So this is the mainly concept of. Now again you will tell, hey, now my server, what I can do, I will put in for security reason database in my on premises, and some applications I'll put into the cloud. Yes, it's a possible. When you say like that, that is called as a hybrid environment. This is a public and private and hybrid. That is also possible. Okay, no worries. So you can put it your database in your on premises, and you can connect with the point to site connections with the help of my cloud network, and you can put the web application server in a cloud, then you can manage it. But ultimately the end result is what? The end result is going for is a cost, right? How much customer is happy with the paying the money, right? So maximum cases are people are reducing the money, basically scalability, availability, right? Most important for the pricing, what purpose you are going to use the cloud. It is the first preference is going to say cost. Customer is very happy, my service is going to happening and as earlier and with more high secure and more availability. So that is what people has to move into that cost, I mean move into that infrastructure. every customer is moving to the cloud. So now people are moving the cloud. Now, who is supporting for all these things? Resource must be required, right? Simply that moving the cloud, it will not going to help you, but skill set person has to be there. The knowledge person should be there to manage. Earlier they were hiring for that is in system administrators, cloud administrator, sorry, storage administrator, VM administrator. Now people will be hiring only cloud administrator. Why? Because in the cloud, the whatever we discussed, networking is there, storage is there, VM is there, right? Database is there. Everything they bought into the one place and made centralized. The one person is enough for to manage, or two persons to enough is managed. But the people should be very skill set, right? Who will be hiring here? Now infrastructure is many infrastructure moving across worldwide to the cloud, but cloud in the cloud must be managed someone, right? Who has experience, who has a knowledge, in-depth knowledge. So you are going to learn here. How do you manage after completion of the course? You should be become a cloud administrator. You can say confidently or update your profile confidently. I am a cloud administrator. In the cloud administrator, what you know? So whatever you're going to learn, what you're going to learn from our end, you are going to learn is a Azure 104 content. It's a completely, we are talking about Microsoft decided. Okay, it's completely Microsoft decided content. Okay, content. So what are those contents? We will be going to talk about. The first one is, okay, there are 11 topics are there. Okay, there are 11 topics. Okay, in this 11 topic, you can say the first topic you're going to talk about. First, you need to know Azure administration. Second one is you are going to understand that is in Azure virtual machine. Right. Third one is you're going to understand that is in Azure storage. Okay. Fourth one is you need to understand for Azure virtual network. Virtual networking. Okay. Fifth one is inter-site connectivity. Okay. Sixth one is we're going to talk about network traffic. Traffic and management, MGMT. Seventh one, you're going to say that is in data protection, most important. Eighth one, you're going to talk about monitoring. Okay. Ninth one, you're going to talk about service computing. Sorry, serverless computing. Okay. 10th one is identity. You should have very clear what you called clarity on that what you're going to do, right? So each topic you're going to understanding that is without any confusion, without any jumbling. Okay, by the time you are going to complete this, you should tell that is in, okay, I have this knowledge, and confidently you can tell, you can give the interview. Okay, governance and compliance. Okay, and compliance. These are all you are going to talk about in Azure Associate Administrator training, which is online training, right? So if you are already planned for an examination, right, which is called as a Azure AZ 104, AZ 104, I will help you for that is in a certification area. Okay, certification areas and support. Okay, what are these things will come here? So you know that identity and governance, number one, identity and governance. It will ask you question in the exam around 15 to 20%. 15 to 20% question will come. Second one is you need to know that is in implement and manage service. Implement and manage service. Okay, this topic will come around 10 to 15%. You must know this examination purpose, what area and which area I need to be prepared more thoroughly, right? Getting my point. Third one is you will say that is in deploy and manage. Deploy and manage compute resource. Compute resource. This will come around 25 to 30%. Okay, remember this is most important. 25 to 30%. And fourth one is you will see that is in configuring and manage virtual networking. Configure and manage virtual networking. Right? This will come under for 30 to 35%. Remember which portion you need to be read or go through more. Okay, 30 to 35% is a more on networking part. Last topic you will come here is a monitor and backup resource. Monitor and backup resource. You should have very clear and clarity, okay, what you are going to do and how I'm going to do from the day one, which is 10 to 15%. It will not have any jumbling here. So that's all. So this is a part of your completely AZ 104, and after completion of the course, you will be become a professional, I can say, cloud Azure cloud administrator. Right? You will be going to talk about one by one. The major important first is the first administration part, like how do I log in? How do I create my account? Right? If you see example, this is my portal. Okay, so morning I have taken the badge. So today only I have taken the badge before you coming, which is November badge. Today date was right. This is my notes. Usually I prepare like that. Okay, this is my previous batch is going on. Today we discussed backup in Azure. Right? What is the date today? Today is 19, right? So we usually recapping the last classes, what we discussed and what we are going to talk about today's. You have very clear. It's not like something, okay, today we'll take this topic and there's no top, there's no bottom, just we simply finishing. No, every point to point I'm making a note. This notes we will be providing you every session completed, right? And what it is, how is going to create it, step by step I've written. If you see from the top, how you're going to create it, how you are going to managing, right? Start registration, the first part, registration account, what are services are there, how do you read your dashboard, what are the subscription, account detail, everything you're going to understanding the each thoroughly with practically. Okay, understood now? Getting
Yes,
my
sir.
point? When we talk about the actual course, this is my Azure portal, which I was talking about here, right? And yeah, so you will be going to learn from the completely familiar with you are going to play around with your portal. Always you need to play completely practical. This is your Microsoft Azure where you can say portal.azure.com logged in, and then you can see all the services are there. Whatever I told you, that is the resources, right? Which is services are there. You is going to managing here everything, right? If you say all the resources, when you say all resources, what are the things you are going to learn, right? See, here it is a compute. The first part is a general discussion. All discussion you're going to discuss. Compute, virtual machine. So in that, what are the things there are many are there, but we don't need that. Is whatever the as per syllabus, what we're going to talk about, we will talk about. So once you are in familiar with, you can just keep working on this platform. You will understanding more, right? Networking part you have, right? You can see storage part you have, website part, web application part you have, mobile device you have, database side you have, right? Analytics you have, blockchain you have, right? Internet of things, IoT you have, many things, whatever industry needed, every service being provided by Microsoft. Okay, whatever you tell me in IT related, all the services we are ready to provide. See that all the services is been security related, DevOps related, migrate related, monitor related, management related. Microsoft says, you tell me what you need. I am ready to provide you. All the services are available. You don't go anywhere, right? You don't go anywhere and you tell me how much you have utilized, that much only you have to pay it. That's all, right? That is what cloud. That's all. Nothing robotic here, nothing big mechanism to learn. So once you need to know only for configuration. Technology is a cloud, and you need to know that once your portal is accessed, so we need to know that how to configure, because we need to know that is in where to go, how to go, all these things. Just only settings we need, a configure we need, right? And that is what we are going to learn. But basically, once you understand that is in how to configure, you will have a lot of confidence on this. What we discussed, just overall summarized, why we need a Azure, why we need a cloud administrator, difference between public and private and hybrid, right? And what are the course content we are going to cover, and what is the examination preparation, and you need to do each topic to percentage wise. I'm giving you the decision. You need to concentrate for 3 areas, which is a networking part and virtual networking part, right? So compute resource part, 3 areas you need to overall you need to concentrate everyone, but for so little more you need to spend some time for networking part and compute part, right? And identity governance for this part, 15 to 20%. So one by one you should be easily understanding that in Azure administration we'll talk about how many regions are there, how do we connect between the different region. These are terminology will come, right? Which is called, as you can say, always you need to know any resource you are going to create, any resource you are going to create, you must know that is in first part subscription, which subscription you want to be map it, and what is the resource group you want to go map it, then what is the region you're going to select it, right? And what are the service you want to avail. That's all. You just say create. These 4 things you need to be understand: subscription, resource group, region, and what are service you want to available. If you understood this concept, that's all. Now you need to just only configure it. Only you need to configure it. That's all. So how to configure, we'll talk about how to create a web application, how to create a VM, right? How to make a load balance. All we are going to talk about one by one. So don't confuse here. You will not be having any other called as a migration or something PowerShell related. Okay, PowerShell I will help you for additionally for your helping, and any other database related, which is as per the Microsoft content. I'm just going to teach you. And basically you should also understand for the certification part. So there are 3 certification part now. For the fundamental of Azure, you should know that is in AZ900. Okay, I hope you have some basic knowledge before you moving to this course. I assume that you have some basic knowledge on Azure. Okay, that is an administrator part, which is called as a AZ104. Now solution architect level, which is being experienced and working in the industry related, then you can plan for that is in AZ. Now earlier it was a 303 and 304, now it's coming at 305, right? These are all infrastructure is going to manage it, right? These are the associate administrator, and these are the fundamental. Basically you need to plan accordingly and you will get certified that. Any question, guys? Feel free to ask any question. I'm done with my demo class session. Go ahead, ask question. Go ahead, Satish, Parmesh, Anup. Any question?
Yeah, so can we take this basic and this associate level together?
No, again, the time constraint, it will be, yeah, together means I will cover you. Some of the most of topic will be covered in AZ104, but my intention is you should have some fundamental, which is creating account. You will have one more important to explain you. you should have that is in the account creation, right? It's a prerequisite. Everyone should have a credit card, one Gmail account. For your journey should start with that. Okay, it means when you go in, when you created account created, then you have to log in with the free trial account. So Microsoft will provide you free trial account, 1 month subscription. 1 month subscription. Okay, 1 month subscription, free subscription. I'm saying free trial subscription.
Okay.
Okay, this has to be done by your end. This is your responsibilities. You should have a credit card. Okay.
So we need to create an account on that Azure, right?
Yeah. I will help you. If you have ready with that, that's very simple. It is going to create it. When you go to the Google, okay, go to the Google, Azure account creation, you can say free, simple, and go to this create your Azure account today, or you can see that's anything one. Just click here and it will click that free account. Okay, try Azure free. Everyone must get ready with your account before you start the actual class. Okay, now go to the use, because couple of account I used, you should have that is in your account, right? That account is being provided, it will redirect it to the directly, to ask you the form, which is you need to provide a first name, last name, your credit card detail, all these things. Once everything is done, then it will open you with a free account kind of. Okay, you can see that is in earlier I have used already for my account for it's already been disabled. It's disabled because I have used already, it's long back, right? So just I wanted to show you since you asked. So you can see this account is already there. Just you can click on that is in console. Okay. Okay, you are not eligible for a free Azure account because I've already used it. So you have to go with the pay as you go, right? You can just see that pay as you go. So we'll talk about later part. How do you need to convert pay as you go? Now you can see it will ask you like that. So you have to provide. It's a in a right side for you guys. It will give you around a $300 free like that. Okay, like that. So that's the screenshot and all information will provide you later for that. But I think it's very easy to manage. But you need to manage yourself to get account get ready. Okay.
So what if I don't have credit card? I mean, should it be the credit card owner should be the account holder only? It's like
no, it's not like that account holder only, but you can manage it somehow to get account get created. Anup, who's asked question? Satish, yeah.
Fine.
Okay, you must require whatever you can use it, but you should have account to learn to more effectively you want to, because you are spending money and time here, right? You should utilize it. My suggestion is don't see, you are not spending a time with the lab and practicing. There's no point. I'll tell you. But you have to manage. You have to be in serious. It's very serious. Not only serious, very serious. Then only you can achieve something. Otherwise, it will not going to help. You have decided now. Make it very serious and complete it with successful. Then your career has to start in this platform. The next career you are going to get a more package and demand a package, because you telling I have knowledge on this. You can ask me any question, how the Azure works, what are services are there, and everything I am thoroughly knows and I can explain you. So people will ask you what is your expectation. Now demand whatever your expectation and work there 2 year, 3 year, and keep upskill yourself. Don't stop. Keep upskill, learn some automation things and learn PowerShell, learn Python, something you need to keep upskill yourself. Then get the knowledge in the industry then change a company again after 2 year, 3 year, get again more package. You have to settle in your life within the 10 years with taking big package. Around you have to reach the 50 lakh package. You have to keep aim, right? You have to keep a goal. Next 5 years, 6 year, I should be getting this much package and I should be positioned this one. To reach there, what are things you need to do? Lot of things you need to do. Many effort has to be put. Many time has to be spent. Many time and money has to be spent. It will not going to reach directly, right? If your plan to go decided that way, you have to have spent it. All aspect, money, time, and effort. I'm in the same boat. That's what I'm telling you, my experience.
Yes, sir.
Good, guys. Thank you so much for time. If you have question, feel free to ask. Don't hesitate to ask question.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone.
Thank you, Shailaja.
Satish, Anup, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Shiva.
I'm going to wind up and I'll share you the recorded today, Shailaja, so you can share with them who are not attended.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye. Take care, guys.
Yeah.